China, all the same. So the first we must clear the bottom of the pond. Okay, remove the sludge, the wet mud at the bottom. Okay, blowing the bottom, use the machine. The second, after 1 year farming, maybe the dam, maybe the drainage got some problem, you'd better fix before top up the water. Okay, the third will be sun dry. Once you repair, you clear the bottom, you'd better sun dry the pond for 1 month or 2 months, depends on your situation. Okay, this is intensive farming photos in China. The pond, the size of the pond is about 480 square meters, which is 80 meters long and 6 meters wide. Okay, this is after repair sterilization. 下一个。For the sterilization, today we have talked to 4 farmers. Okay, at the beginning we use limestone, which is the concentration is about 2 to 3 tons limestone per hectare, depends on the situation of the bottom. If too much sludge at the bottom, you'd better remove the sludge first. Okay, then you sparking limestone. After that, you top up with the water, which is a 10 to 15 centimeter depth for 48 hours. The second, if the situation like this in China, last year in north of China, a lot of pond got the EHP problem. I think based on our communication with the overseas farmers in Indonesia, Thailand, they also facing the EHP and ATP problem. Okay, if the pond contaminated by EHP, you'd better flush at least twice. Then remove the sludge. The following step will be sun dry. 1 month or 2 months. Later, Mr. Pantry will share more details, which is commonly used in Indian. And after that, you're using some limestone 2 to 3 tons. Also, you have to add sodium hydroxide, which is about 400 kilogram to 800 kilogram. This is quite effective if you use this amount of limestone and sodium hydroxide. Also, why we put this one based on our experience and also the Indian expert experience, we have the same result. If we add this one, definitely we can decrease the contamination of EHP. Okay, then after that, you top up with 10 centimeters water for 48 hours, then you discharge, you dry the pond. If possible, it's better flush again. Okay, make sure no any EHP in the pond. This is very important. Why I like to highlight this. If the EHP on the bottom of your pond, once your shrimp stress or the weather change or something happen, definitely the EHP will infect your shrimp, your PL. Okay, remember sterilize is very, very important. 下一个姐姐。And for the detoxing, we have to, during the sterilize, we use some of chlorine. We also use some chemicals. And the heavy metals at the bottom of the pond. Also, you'd better use some organic acid to remove the toxins first before stocking PL. And for the following is you have to mature your pond. Okay, you add some, in China, we add some organic fertilizer or commercial product. In China, like Haida, like Liyang, like Tongwei, they have a lot of such kinds of product which can mature the pond. I believe in India, in Asia, other countries, they also have such kinds of product. You use this one to mature your pond. Once your water is mature, you add some probiotics. The probiotics, I think later you can ask Mr. Pancha. For the Indian market, he is an expert. In China, we use Haida, Liyang, Tongwei, many brands. It's better if you are using the probiotic, if you use organic fertilizer, it's better apply in the morning, which is the best time is a sunny morning. 再接下一个。Okay, of course, before you introduce the PL, you have to test the water quality. You adjust like the total alkalinity is at least above 100 ppm. I think in India, you are using the underground water, you use plus the river water. It's better test this parameter. This is very important. If less than 100, most probably you will got problem for your farming. And for the temperature, it's better keep less than 2 degrees Celsius. Difference pH is about 7.5 to 8.5. Okay, salinity, you know, the water is better also keep 2 ppt different. And of course, ammonia-free nitrate, and hydrogen sulfide should be 0.2. For the last is very important for the Vibrio. Before stocking your PL, the Vibrio should be less than 10 power 3. Okay, 10 power 3. If more than 10 power 4, okay, after the stocking, you will keep increasing the feeding. Your water environment will become worse. Then Vibrio will increase. And finally, will infect your shrimp. Okay, remember this number, including the green Vibrio and the yellow Vibrio, both less than 10 power 3. Total bacteria in China, you know, for the mud pond, we always keep the total bacteria above 10 power 4. But for the intensive farming, okay, this is for the mud pond farming. In the intensive farming, we always keep more than 10 power 7. Okay, remember this. This is if you don't have enough bacteria, probiotics in your water, then your ammonia nitrate will keep increasing. 再去下一个。So last slide, you remember 10 power 4 and 10 power 7. Okay, this is our experience. And also a lot of researchers, research institute, they do a lot of projects show 10 power 4, 10 power 5 and 10 power 7. And the above is for the pond preparation. It's general information. Okay, the following will be the nursery. Okay, for the nursery part, the first, you have to choose the healthy PL. I want to highlight the standard of healthy PL. The first, all the PL must be uniform size because this is the first, the same batch. Okay, PL, no wonder it doesn't matter PL 5 or 6 or 10. In India, maybe you use PL 10, but in China, we use PL 5 to 6. The size must be uniform. And For the PL 5 to 6 is around 0.6 to 0.8 centimeter. Okay, it's very tiny, transparent. And of course, the PL must, the shell is smooth, clear, hepatopancreas, and transparent. The body is transparent. Okay. Before you decide to buy the PL from this hatchery, you'd better test the PL first. How to test? You get 100 PL in the bowl. You know in the no. You can select. You can get 100 PL. In China, we use this way: 100 PL on the wet towel for 15 minutes. Then after that, you put back the same water. Then you check the survival rate. Okay, if survival rate is above 80% or 90%, then you choose. Don't choose the lower survival rate group. Remember? And of course, in China, before we purchasing the PL, we always test the EHP, EMS, WSSV, and TSV. And then nursery, the hatchery will provide the report to the farmers. Okay, if so everything is negative, then you can buy. If they indicate some EHP positive or WSSV positive, it's better not to buy. Okay, for the mud pond, maybe you can buy some PL with the WSSV, but for the intensive farming, never buy. They will contaminate the whole culture. 下一个。Okay, once you decide by the PL from this hatchery, of course, you have to test your pond water with this PL. In China, we do this way. Okay, we get 50 PL from this hatchery. You decide to buy from them. Then you put in 30-liter tanks with the pond water, your pond water. Okay, after 24 hours, you counting the number of the left PL. If the survival rate is above 95%, then you can buy the PL, then you stock in your pond. If the survival rate is less than 90%, you have to test your water quality again. Okay, maybe something wrong. This is keep in mind. Okay, you can see this photo. The PL is very healthy. The size is uniform. Hepatopancreas is the same color as the feed. 下一个。So when you stocking the PL, okay, the first remember because from the hatchery to the pond, the water change a lot. So definitely, if you not treat properly, the PL will got some stress. Okay, so you have to do something before stocking. When you get the PL, okay, to your farm, it's better to put all the plastic bag into your pond for at least 30 minutes. Then you measure the water temperature. Okay, if the water temperature is the same, you can release the PL into the pond. Okay, and the second is, before you release, you'd better add some animal health product like vitamin C or Chinese herb to anti-stress to reduce the stress of the shrimp. And of course, you'd better not release your PL during the noon. The best time is before 10 a.m. or after 5 p.m. If the sunlight too strong, they will damage your PL when the PL in the plastic bag. Okay, The last one, I think maybe the same experience. You after 3 hours, you start the aeration of paddle wheel. Once the PL acclimatizes your pond environment, the parameters, you start. Otherwise, you will damage your PL. 下一个。And in China this year, today I did talk to a lot of farmers. No, today I did talk to 4 farmers. 2 is for the mud pond, 2 is from intensive farming. Okay, the same problem. The first is Vibrio. After 20 days, the Vibrio goes up. Then until 25 days, the shrimp got empty gut, empty stomach. Okay, the syndrome like this, if the shrimp contain infected by the Vibrio, the tail will become red, the body, I think if worse, the antenna will broken, the swimming blue and stop feeding, empty gut, all will come. Then finally, they will got mortality. So remember, during the nursery period, keep controlling the number of Vibrios. Later, I will introduce, you can see this photo. Okay, empty gut, broken the antenna. This will cause the mortality. And the whole body become red. 下一个。And you can test in China, we test the Vibrio using the TCBS agar. I think India is the same. You can check the green or the yellow. Okay, if you found the green dot on the TCBS, you can send to the lab. You'd better send to the lab using the PCR to confirm whether this is a Vibrio or not. Okay, because for the TCBS not so accurate. Okay, so even they show 1,000 or 2,000 or 10,000, that's not accurate. You'd better take this sample sent to the lab using the PCR to confirm whether this is a Vibrio, parahemolyticus, or Hawaii, or whatever. And we have the solution in China. We sterilize. If we found the Vibrio increase out of range, we stir the water using iodines, which is a commercial product. We also use some, but iodines will kill everything as a harmful or beneficial bacteria. For the essential oil, they only kill the harmful bacteria. Especially for the Vibrio. Of course, at the meantime, you're using some probiotics like the Bacillus, Lactobacillus EM. This is very common. This probiotic is very common in the market in your country. Okay, this is the agar. Our farmers, our customer found on the agar there's a lot of dots, but the shrimp still feeding well. But even the shrimp feeding well, he also worried whether what's this. So finally he sent to the lab to testing fund. This is not Vibrio. Okay, so remember when you're using the TCBS testing the either green dot or yellow dot, that's not 100%. That means not 100% is Vibrio. Maybe the other probiotics. You'd better confirm again. Okay. 下一个。And the second, during the nursery period from 20 to 30s, actually is from DOC 0 to 30s. This is a liver transition period. Okay, you can go to online search. In China, we call liver transition. Okay, this is the PL5 to 6. We can see hepatopancreas not mature yet. It totally, the color is same as the feed. Then after 20 days, we can see the hepatopancreas. This is the hepatopancreas. You can see the color become wet. The wet membrane, the fully covered. This membrane is a lipid. It fully covered. Okay, that means the shrimp is healthy, good quality. Okay, if no this wet membrane, maybe your shrimp will get some problem. And after 1 month, the hepatopancreas will become brown color. At this stage, we call it mature. The hepatopancreas is fully mature. They can digest and absorb nutrients from the feed digestion. Okay, this is very, very important. If during this period you damage the hepatopancreas, definitely during the growth out stage will be the difficult time. Okay, you can keep monitoring your shrimp from PL to 20 days to 30 days. You see the difference of hepatopancreas, then we can communicate. Okay, during this period, of course, the feed intake keep increasing. That means the burden of the water keep increasing because we throw a lot of feed. Okay, when the feed is released into the water, they will become ammonia, nitrate. If not treated properly, they will cause some problem. Later, I will explain a bit. 下一个。And for our solutions during this liver transition, we did a lot. We have a lot of product in the market, like the bile acid. Okay, so far, the bile acid is one of the best product which protect the hepatopancreas, promote the liver transition. You can go online search. Okay, there's a lot of research online. And the second, you can use some probiotics because some is for the feed, some is for the water. Okay, maintain the water in good quality. All the water parameters within the reasonable range. For example, ammonia is less than 0.5. If for the mud pond, it's better keep less than 0.1. Of course, we have a lot of Chinese herb too. So we also use some farmers also use the Chinese herb to protect the intestines. So the left photo you can see, once the hepatopancreas mature, you dissect the hepatopancreas, the head of the shrimp, you can see the back of the hepatopancreas actually is white color, fully covered by wet membrane. That means this is a healthy shrimp. And if you see under the microscope, you can see the tubular is fully filled with the lipid drops, many drops under the microscope. You can check by yourself. This is very, very simple. 下一个. I think this is my presentation. I just share the general information. If you want to know the details, you can contact Jackie or myself. We can discuss anytime. Thank you. Jackie.
Thank you, Dr. Ben. Thanks, Dr. Ben's speech, and we have learned a lot. And if you have any questions, you can send them to the message box, and we will collect them and answer at the end. And next, we will invite Dr. Indra. He serves hundreds of shrimp farms and very informative and experienced. So hope he can help you and learn more about shrimp farming knowledge.
Hello.
Hello.
Good evening. Good evening. Hello.
Hello. Yeah, we can hear you, Dr. Indra.
Yes, yes.
Wait a moment. We get the PowerPoint.
Yes. I am from India in West Bengal. Many farmers are. I give many farmers consultancy. Today, my topic is pre-stocking management. About the culture through about the culture. First of all, I pre-stocked. Next. Pre-stock management aims to proper preparations, pond, remove the causes and poor survival and unsatisfactory growth, and also ensure ready to availability, natural food and sufficient quantity and quality for the spawn for our culture. Next. First of all, crop we are do the crop and crop planning and pond preparation and biosecurity, water source, aeration and snail or ant weeds eradication and prevention for our farm prevention. Next, crop planning. We are India. So various states are doing crop. So we are proper plan and stage-wise crop planning based on carrying capacity on quality inputs, good quality fuel, good quality feed, and commonly used chemical and raw materials accessories. Next. We are various state Andhra Pradesh according to stocking density and weather condition, and Tamil Nadu, Odisha, West Bengal in Gujarat, they are stocking 40 to 60 pieces, and weather is not. We are crop in summer crop. Doing summer crop, especially Andhra Pradesh doing rainy crop or winter crop. So properly crop planning is necessity for our crop. Next. Step in pond preparation. At first, remove the organic load or organic matter and drying the pond properly. Soil is cracked. Soil will come cracked. Oxidation of organic matter, liming according to pH. As per pH, we are use the bond lime. Then with tilling, improving oxidation and nutrient of organic, mainly carbon and nitrogen ratio. So maybe check the pond and soil pH will be checked. Then soil enrichment supplement apply in the pond. Next. First, apply the barn plum up to 6 tons immediately after harvest when the soil is wet. Then completely dry the pond and scrape the black soil and remove the sludge. Then plowing the soil, and at the EHP pond should be spray sodium hydroxide 3000 ppm in pond bottom, and spray acidified chlorine solution 3000 ppm in pond bottom. Wait. Next. Sodium hydroxide and caustic soda caustic soda 800 liters in 8 kg mixed with caustic soda, then spray 10,000 ppm in pond. It is used mainly EHP pond. It is useful for us. Next, pond preparation. Flushing after harvesting or dry until the crack and scrap. Plowing and compaction the soil. Soil tested test soil pH, organic carbon and nitrogen ratio should be 20:1. Organic carbon 100 kg rice flour, use 100 kg rice flour. Adjust the soil pH by application lime and gypsum depending as per soil pH. Old ponds recommended soil enrichment, vermicompost doses 250 kg per acre, initial doses. Liming requirement as per soil pH, 7 soil pH, and check the soil pH meter different places in pond and average the soil pH, then use to soil pH band lime. Next, soil enrichment. Dry method, soil application, rice flour 50 kg per acre, rice bran 20 kg per acre, probiotics, good probiotics 2 kg per acre, minerals 2 kg per acre. And wet method, water application, rice flour 25 kg per acre, rice bran 10 kg per acre, jaggery 10 to 15 kg per acre, yeast 20 grams to 50 grams per acre. And then soak the water fermentation 24 to 30 hours. Then use the soil fermentation 20 to 36 hours. Then intake the water. Next, use enrichment. Digest sludge, promotes the good bacteria, improve nutrient cycle and bioavailability of nutrients, balance nutrients and improves carbon ratio. Mainly carbon and nitrogen ratio is the soil main part of soil for our culture. Next, biosecurity for prevention viral disease. To avoid pathogens, and biosecurity means throughout the wooders to our farm, PL coming our farm, and our culture prevention for biosecurity. Avoid the pathogen, avoid unwanted fishes like mycete, fish, unwanted fishes, and molluscan. To avoid vectors, crabs, arthropods, and peoples, cow, etc. To avoid contamination between farm and ponds. Next, biosecurity, pathogen, host, and environment. Throughout three will down, disease will come. Environment is main factor, and host means our same animals. Diseases are come. Carriers, land carriers through the land, crabs, animals, and sampling nets. Water, molluscans, and disease shrimp. Air by air, birds and aerosol. Biosecurity measures, land. So we are treat land, crab fence, vehicle deep in Kamenophore at farm entrance, food dips in Kamenophore at farm entrance, hand dips Kamenophore at check tray. We are checking the check drill. Water, 4-layer filtration of source water by 20 and 40, 60, 80 mesh size net. We filtrate the water, then we will input the water. Disinfection of water with 30 to 60 ppm active chlorine. By air bar fencing. Next. Water source, creek water, fresh water, or river water, sea water, and bore water. Well, it is mainly water source. Next. As per salinity, fresh water 0.5 ppt, brackish water, we are doing the culture in brackish water 0.5 ppt to 30 ppt. And then saline water is 30 to 50 ppt, and above the 50 ppt is the brine water. Next. Minerals composition ppm in fresh water compare with sea water. Type of minerals: sodium in seawater 10,050 ppm, chloride 19,000, calcium 422, potassium 380, magnesium 12,080, sulfate 2,700. It is mainly in brackish water. Next. Ionic composition in seawater. Main 6 ions are in seawater comprised 99.8% by weight of salinity. Chloride 55.3%, and sulfur 7.7%, calcium 1.2%, sodium 30.8%, magnesium 3.7%, potassium 1.1%. Next. Bore water 5 and 6 inch depth. Next. This turbidity. A measure of the water lack of clarity. High turbidity water reduce the light penetration and therefore affecting levels, photosynthesis, warming the water. Warming is increased due to absorption sunlight and generally aesthetically unplacing water aerators. Storm water contribute to increased turbidity because sediment and phytoplankton suspended in it. Next. This is the turbid water. Next. Causes of turbidity: soil erosion, silt and clay deposition, urban runoff, road grim, rooftops, parking areas, industrial wastage treatment, sewage treatment, influent particles, abundant bottom dwelling organism, is catfish, straining of the sediment built up to bottom and the lake. Organic matter, microorganism, decaying plants and animals, and petrol, diesel from oil. It is from roads. Next. Effects of turbidity: reduce the water clarity and aesthetically unpleasant and decrease the rate of photosynthesis. Photosynthesis rate of decrease, increase the water temperature. Next. Reservoir water preparation. 4-layer filtration, 20, 40, 60 and 80 mesh size by water filtration. Chlorine and 60 ppm active chlorine, and filter and use the culture pond. Next. This is chain dragging. Why we are dragging the chain? We are dragging the chain actually maintain the carbon and nitrogen ratio and clean the pond and maintain the carbon nitrogen ratio and minerals deposition for decomposed plankton, trash plankton. Next, probiotic activation protocol. For every 100 liters clean zero salinity water added, 1 to 2 kg molasses boiled and 1 to 2 kg rice bran cooked, 200 grams of sodium bicarbonate or baking soda to maintain alkalinity, 200 grams organic minerals and 1 to 200 grams reputed probiotic and good probiotic, and 16 to 24 hours aeration. After 24 hours activation and mixture the pond at 100 ml per meter square. For activation step, zero salinity should be used to avoid contamination from water source. Both molasses and rice bran should boiled and cooked before use to avoid growth and unwanted bacteria. As during this fermentation step, pH and alkalinity drops, addition of the sodium bicarbonate maintain alkalinity. Next. Maturation of pond water. First of all, fill the water 1.2 meter average water depth, and then leave the 2 days for sediment and settlement the particles and water particles, solid particles, and then chlorination 30 to 60 ppm active chlorine by using bleaching powder. Then dechlorination for 3 days and chain dragging for 2 days. Dechlorination. Activated the probiotic doses 1, leave the 2 days, and activated probiotic doses leave 2 days. Activated probiotic doses leave 2 days. Activated probiotic doses 2 days. Doses 4. Apply the water minerals and check the water and correct water parameters. Then it will seed stocks, good PL seed, PL size, ideal PL size is 9. It is better for our culture. Next, optimum water quality parameters. Peak of oxygen should be greater than 5 ppm. pH should be 7.8 to 8.2. Transparency should be 30 to 35 to 45 centimeter, and alkalinity 1 to 30 DOC should be 100 to 120 ppm, and 31 to 60 DOC 120 to 150 ppm, and 61 to 90 DOC 150 to 200 ppm. Salinity 5 ppt to 30 ppt. Temperature should be 28 to 30 degrees centigrade. Water depth average 1.2 to 1.5 meter. Minerals profile, calcium magnesium ratio should be 1:3, and chloride and sodium magnesium ratio 16:99:1. It should be maintained. Magnesium, calcium, potassium should be 3:1:1. BOD less than 20 ppm and COD less than 75 ppm. VBO count, yellow colony less than 300 CFU per ml, and green colony less than 30 CFU per ml. Next, water and pond management. What is the importance of water color? Good water color indicate the good pH. Good color gives good DO level. Next, good color indicate good bottom. Good plankton gives good growth, and good color maintain standard temperature. Next, good color always moving, good feeding. Next, tools maintain the water quality. Bioremediation application activated to probiotic every day or as required to 25 ml per meter square in pond water. Water exchange always 20 to 25% pond water with quality underground water and or disinfected water 30 to 60 ppm active chlorine by 30 to 60 ppm active chlorine. Oxygen supplementation, chemicals, paddle wheel, aerator and diffuser and blowers. Chemical, quicklime, sodium carbonate, sodium percarbonate and hydrogen peroxide, and minerals. A minimum concentration of minerals should be maintained for stable plankton and better shrimp growth. Frequent the application and of minerals and necessary in low salinity water. Disinfected, they can be used in following circumstance: to control bacterial loads, and to oxidize organic wastage or sludge, to stabilize the dissolved oxygen, and to inhibit the unwanted plankton growth. Next, aeration. Oxygen levels is aeration is the very vital part of our culture. Oxygen levels and important impact on growth. Less than 1 ppm DO, shrimp will be died. DO 2 ppm cannot grow. Shrimp cannot grow. 3 ppm slow growth. 4 ppm ideal growth. 5 to 8 ppm healthy and rapid growth. At least 4 ppm required for feed intake. 1 HP paddle wheel aerators produce 1.5 kg per hour of oxygen, whereas blower produce 4.5 to 5.5 kg per hour of oxygen. Every 300 kg biomass required to 1 HP aeration. Aeration should be arranged from dike to water 3 to 5 meters and 30 to 35 meters between the two aerators. Next, aeration dike to 3 to 5 meters, P lining for 5 meter, long arm 100 RPM, 50 to 60 meter pushing and pulling, 50 to 60 meter pushing and pulling 20 to 30 meter, and nano ring pushing 30 to 40 and pulling 20. Distance always maintain between the aerators 30 to 35 meters. Next, details of aeration setup blowers. These are the RPM and number of grids, DO kg per hour, and sufficient for shrimp and biomass. Next, prevention and eradication method. Next. Weeds, filamentous algae, hydrilla. Causes of entire to pond from water source, seed or spore, improper filtration and treatment. Treatment, we are properly treatment and in pond water, the weeds are not coming, and treatment manually removal, chain dragging, copper sulfate, using the copper sulfate, and weedicide permanent solution, composition ferroxide gramoxine 1.2 liter to 1.5 liter per acre. All the mix to 20 grams and per acre, spray in pond bottom. Next. Snail. Snail is the main factor for our culture, and during the culture and next. Four types of snail. These are the 4 types of snail. These are the bivalves snails. Next. Snail and molluscans and fish causes entire to pond water source. Eggs are coming, is properly not filtrate the water. Eggs are coming, and improper filtration treatment and previous, it's coming from previous culture. Treatment, copper sulfate 7 ppm and tobacco dust 40 to 50 kg per acre. Chain dragging, fish tea seed cake 40 to 50 kg per acre. High salinity not worked. Tea seed cake maybe tea seed cake will be high salinity not worked. Next. Disease vectors, unwanted species, crabs, unwanted fishes, and turtles. For diseases vectors, biosecurity and multi-layered filtration can stop the eggs of vectors. Don't come our culture. Next. Risk factor in vectors, predators, birds and wildlife, domestic animals, dogs and cats traveling between ponds, peoples are employees and farm visitors, prevention vectors, people use food dips, hand dips, avoid the animal areas. Next. Some calculating for next. Calculating. This is the RPM calculating format. RPM rotation per minute, motor, this is the motor RPM into motor pulley divided by gearbox pulley, and motor pulley should be 3.5 inch and gearbox pulley 12 inch. Next. These are the very important things. Water absorption capacity in feet. Timing 30 minutes feet in water, the 60% water absorption the feet, and 1 hour in water, feed in water 99% water absorption. 1.5 hours in water above the 113 to 114% water absorption, the water absorption feet. Next. Calculating the time required by water pumping. We are calculating. Next. Thank you. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Indra.
Dr. Indra.
Yeah, very useful information and very experienced. So if you have any questions, you can send them to the message box and
Yes.
we will collect them and answer them.
Yes, yes.
您问一下他能不能把他的电话号码放起来，有客户在群里那个在那个录里面问说能不能不要放到最后。
Contact number, please.
Dr. Indra, can you provide your WhatsApp number or contact information?
Madam, you can share my number. I'm share my number.
Okay, thanks. Thanks for your
Please share the PPT PDF and
yes.
meeting. Not give contact number. Hello.
Okay. In addition to the management of ponds, we have learned a lot about pre-stocking stocking preparation, and such as shrimp fry and water quality. And there are also actually one more aspect that everyone needs to pay attention to, which is the immunity. We should increase the immunity of shrimp from the very beginning. So improve the shrimp body health and laying a good foundation. Shrimp will be less sick and prevent diseases. So today I will show you recommend a product that's being sold in India. We recommend that starting with stocking DOC1 and 2 to 3 grams per kilogram shrimp feed. The product is white and powder, can dissolve in water and then mixed with shrimp feed. It is contained 75% bile acid, which is a feed additive. So it can protect the hepatopancreas well. You know, the hepatopancreas is a very important organ of shrimp with functions such as detoxification, nutrients absorption, immunity, and storage of nutrients, and secretion of digestive enzymes. And bile acid mainly can help to reduce the burden on hepatopancreas by promoting the digestion, absorption, and utilization of feed. And at the same time, help the hepatopancreas to detoxify, like algal toxins during, you know, the algae crash, toxins produced by like a bacteria, vibrio, parasite, EHP infection. You can see the picture. The unhealthy hepatopancreas show the inflamed, unclear, and the hepatopancreas atrophy. So cause the common phenomena shrimp diseases like EMS, AHPNIS, WFD, you know, the vat feces, and also the unsuccessful shelling, and also slow growth. And you can see this is the customer's feedback when using bile acid. You can see the healthy hepatopancreas with plump, with white membrane, like Dr. Bean said, white membrane. the hepatopancreas is very clear and complete. So this is a shrimp after using bile acid. And also, at the same time, it will also promote the activity of shrimp, increase the feed intake, and grow faster. You can see this the customers' feedback. You can see the hepatopancreas is very clear and the shrimp is activity and have immunity, anti-stress, and so that they can grow well. And this is our and also this is our local customers' use cases. Screenshot of WhatsApp. You can see they are using for well and results are good, and they are using Reunion 2, and they are trust and affirmation of bile acid. And also this is some customers with bile acid, and that show their confidence and trust about the Reunion 2 and bring the many benefits and profits. And we also have network sales dealers in India and providing delivery services and technical services. So if you want to buy in other states, we can also deliver it to you. And now, Dr. Avnish, our dealer. He will show the Reunion 2 situation and popularity in India. Hello, Avnish. Are you there?
Avnish, hello.
And there a good news that recently, if
hello,
you order 20 kilograms,
Hello, Avnish. Can you hear me?
And now, if you can order 20 kilograms and you contact me on WhatsApp, and we will give you extra free 1 kilogram product, as well as very wonderful little gifts for you. If you are interested about this product, you can contact our distributor in India. And also, if you want to know more information about shrimp farming, you can subscribe our YouTube channel, The Chance Aquaculture Nutrition, or at my WhatsApp. We will give you some information about shrimp farming, like the cause of bad fishes and how to prevent bad fishes and how to prevent EHP, vibrio, and other informations, and invite many experts and consultants like aquaculture experts to answer your questions. And if you have any question, you can also communicate in the WhatsApp group.
解除基因了，没事说话，解除了，他举手了，请求解除基因。Hello,
hello,
Aaron. Hello, yeah, we can hear you. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, we can hear you. It's okay. Hello, Avanish.
Hello, Avanish. Can you introduce some information about the immune two cells situation in India and how to contact you and how to order?
Sam 没有解除静音吧？那些
解除了。Hello, Sam。
我这边显示还没有解除呢。
Hello, Sam. Can you hear me, Sam?
Yeah, Avinash garu.
Yeah, we can hear you. Can you please introduce the situation in India?
Hello.
Yeah, we can hear you. Can you hear us? Hello, Sam. Hello, Sam. Can you hear us? Avanish, please unmute your mobile phone. Avanish, Sam, can you unmute your mobile phone?
Okay, if you have any questions about before speech.
你把它稍微联系不是，只是把那个艾文吃，但是他不能说话。往下走，再往下走，哎，是。
Hello。
所有人都被你全部禁止静音了。
但是他可以啊，可以说刚才就说。
解除全息静音。我就问问题吧，他们俩太不好。
Okay, if you have any questions about shrimp farming, want to ask Dr. Bing and Dr. Indra, you can hands up. And now we start to answer the previous question now.
有一个人去除的。MG 开头。Hello。
Document. Presentation and all.
Hello.
Hello.
Yeah.
Can we get this presentation? We need presentation.
Sorry, not very clear.
We need a presentation. Am I audible?
Sorry, we cannot hear you.
Or you can text your question in the message box.
Hello, Avanish. Can you hear us now?
Hello.
Yeah.
Hello, everyone.
Yeah.
Good evening.
Yeah, good
It's a very
evening.
nice.
We can hear you now. Yeah, can you please introduce the bioacid sales in India, please?
It's a good results obtained from farmers. It's a very good results obtained. Very good feedback also is coming from farmers also. Hello.
Hello, yeah, we can hear.
Yes, yes. Hello.
Yeah,
it's okay.
So if you want to order these products, you can contact this number, right?
Hello, Avanish. Can you please introduce what is the main functions or effect of the bile acids from local India customers? Why they buy our bile acids continuously? Hello, Avanish.
Okay, any questions want to ask about the pre-stocking management and shrimp-free and product? You can also hands up and ask.
Hello, if you have any questions regarding our product or want to contact with our dealer, please leave your WhatsApp number in the message. We will contact you.白老师，白老师有什么想说？白老师 ，Okay, we have a question. There, customer asks, how do I know if the shrimp liver is healthy, and what should I add to the shrimp? 白老师。
Okay, I think this is a good question, and you know, the healthy of hepatic pancreas is very important for the successful shrimp farming. I think just now Jackie shared the photos. Jackie, can you share the photos which is healthy? You know, if the back, yes. Can you see these photos? When you see the hepatic pancreas is clear, okay? And after liver transition, in the front you can see this is the brown color, but in the back, you see the color is wet, fully covered by wet membrane. Okay, that means they store the shrimp store enough energy to provide the roof and you know, the molting or anything, everything. Okay, if not healthy, the digestion will cause some problem because the hepatopancreas got quite a few numbers of functions like digestion, absorption, store the nutrients. Okay, also they store a lot of minerals like calcium, which is very important for the molting. Okay, so in China, we add some herbs. We also use a lot of, you know, the bile acid to protect, to promote the liver transition. After liver transition, that means the shrimp, the hepatopancreas fully mature. Then it will help you to promote the growth. Am I clear?
Okay.
And any other questions?
We have just now water quality management has replied by Dr. Indris. So
okay, for the water parameter, water quality, that's very complicated. But you know, like the pH, the ammonia, nitrate, within the reasonable range. Like the ammonia is less than 0.5 milligram per liter, nitrate less than 0.2. Of course, if your shrimp is strong enough, if they can up to 0.8 or 0.9, it's no problem. But if your shrimp becomes weak, if the water quality, the ammonia increased by 0.2 or 0.3, the shrimp will got a problem. Okay, for the pH within the days, it's better keep the difference is less than 0.5. Let's say in the morning is, for example, in the morning is 7.5. In the afternoon, 4 p.m. is better, less than 8. If above 8, definitely will stress your shrimp. Okay, and I think most of farmers ignore this pH value. Keep in mind. And any other questions?
also, one customer asked how to help shrimp cope with the raining seasons. Yeah, if shrimp come
raining seasons.
Raining seasons.
Okay. For the shrimp cultures, when you see the water gets the green color, brown color, that means a lot of algae in the pond. During the raining season, it's easily crashed. If the algae crash, they will get toxin. Then if your shrimp fed with the toxins, they will get some problem. They got the wet faces. Okay, another was the raining seasons, the feed intake will reduce. Okay, remember what you have to do. Reduce the feeding rate. Okay, for the normal days, you're feeding 100 kilo. Okay, during the raining season, raining days, maybe you just feed 50 kilo or 60 kilo. You're monitoring the feeding condition. If it up, you increase a bit. If have some feed in the pond, you must reduce the feeding amount again. Okay, this is two things you'd better keep in mind.
Okay. For the probiotics in India, we will reply you later. Please leave your WhatsApp in the message. We contact with our dealer and send you the probiotics in India?
Yes, I think you know the Mr. Pancha is expert. He knows a lot of things for shrimp farming, like the product. You know, in China we have thousands of brands. The company produce thousands of products. So in India, I think it's the same situation. You have a lot of company are producing the probiotics, sterilize product, animal health product. Okay, you can contact him directly. Of course, you can contact our dealer, Avinish or Sam. Of course, if you have any question, you just message Jackie. So she will share some useful information to you.
Yes. Any questions asked to Dr. Indra?
Hello, D. Yumi, can you order renew on Alibaba? Which country are you from, please? India, you can buy from our dealer.
I think this is from Vietnam. Okay, you can, Nancy, you can leave the message, ask him to leave message to Maggie.
Okay. Dr. Indri is going to have another meeting. So if you have any question about the shrimp farming from Dr. Indri, please leave a message.
Okay, finally, I'm very thanks about our technical experts for their very wonderful sharing today and helping us farmers to better shrimp farming and better harvest. So that's all for today's webinar, and we can hold another webinar with a good theme next time.
Yes, thank you for all customers attending. See you next time. Please leave us your WhatsApp number or your questions in the message box, and we will contact you. Thank you. See you next time. We will prepare another topic for shrimp farming.
Yes. And if you have any questions, you can add my WhatsApp, this one, and subscribe our YouTube channel. This webinar recording will
uploaded, yeah, on the website, YouTube channel. We will share to all customers from the Facebook or the WhatsApp group.
Yes. Thanks for all your time. See you next time. Bye-bye.
See you, all customers. Thank you. Let's see you next time.
Hope can help you.
Okay, bye bye.
拜拜，白老师辛苦，拜拜。
白老师吃饭了吗？
吃饭了。
对，新闻联播结束。
我要去睡觉了啊，拜拜。
拜拜拜拜，辛苦。
哦，他有留了一个邮箱，这个要拿到客户，有客户不少留了邮箱。
那这些是不是关了之后就没了？
应该有。可以，他这个信息最后就录屏了，里面都有，但是我们也截一下屏吧。把这个越南客户，他要从阿里巴巴上下单，进行这个。 也不用，咱先不用关，就继续假期。我看一下啊，然后我把这个，你看看这个聊天记录里面有客户留了那个，这些其实他们说都能下来，我看一下哈，我把这个信息给你弄下来。我跟 Sam 和 Evanish 都聊了，但是下次不能这样子给他掉链子哈，我说 Sam